Ciao familia and welcome to another YouTube video. Now, it's been a while since I had a bit of a break from YouTube, like a 2 weeks break, but for medical reasons, because obviously I was in bed the whole time. And even so, I'll let you know something, even so I was in bed and I was in pain, obviously, I was still updating you about my recovery process, and that video will be live literally when I'm completely healed and completely fine, because I still got, for example, the scar things here. So I want to do like a complete video of my recovery, if it makes sense. So that will be live in 1 or 2 weeks. So make sure you subscribe, first of all, for the effort that I've been putting into my journey, just because I wanted to show you. And even if I was in pain, I was literally with the camera for you. So please, you owe me a subscribe, and it doesn't cost you anything. And then so that will, and also because if you don't want to miss it later on, it will be live later. So I'm currently on week 3 of my post-op. If you've not been watching my previous YouTube video, go watch what's happened so that you can get yourself up to speed. But basically, yeah, I'm on week 3 post-op. I will give you like a mini update, but obviously the full recovery, like day by day, and what's happening and how I was feeling, etc., will be live later. So at the moment, I'm still having, let me just adjust the camera. So at the moment, first of all, excuse my looks, but it's just, again, for obvious reasons. I've not been able to go to the gym, and I will not go this week either, just because I'd rather just wait and allow my body to heal completely. I'm honestly suffering from a mental health perspective at this point, because the gym for me is everything, and I'm really missing it. I am to that stage that I'm really missing it, but it's fine. I'd rather just focus on my health first, getting back to normal, and then go to the gym, rather than risk it and then, I don't know, misplace something. I'd rather not risk it, to be completely honest. So I'm gonna wait for the gym. I might maybe not, so when I'm a month post-op, I might start doing light leg stuff, like machines, nothing that involves your upper body. So I won't even be doing squats, because obviously squats, you'll be doing it here, and it kind of also involves your upper body. So literally I'll just be doing like machine related stuff, nothing that involves my upper body. I might actually film it as well. So you'll be able to see the final result literally once I'm 6 weeks post-op, which is when the proper video will be live. But in the meantime, we can do this like chatty ones. And one of the main questions that I got, even on Instagram, is what I eat at the moment that I'm not training. How am I maintaining my gains? And this is what this video is going to be about. Sorry if it took so long to actually get into it, but I think I kind of owed you an explanation as to why I disappeared for like 2 weeks. So yeah, and also like no filter for me, so I'm always gonna say everything. Anyway, I still have pretty much the same kind of things, but different. I'll tell you what I mean. Obviously, you know, I always start my morning with my oats. It's just what I have to have. So let's just get back into it. But obviously the quantities are a little bit different.
So I add 1 scoop of oats, then about 70 to 80 grams of blueberries, milk, you can use any, and then I use about 2 to 3 tablespoons of yogurt. I add protein, and this is how protein tastes delicious. Mix it with yogurt. Then I add any fruit of choice. You can add strawberries, raspberries, or anything you like. Once the oats are cooked in the microwave, I pour the yogurt mix on top. I also melt some chocolate and pour it on top, and I like to create swirls with either a fork or a spoon, because aesthetics. And then I add just the berries that are pre-chopped before, and that's it. It's literally art.
Meal number 1 is my favorite bowl of porridge, which I cannot show you, by the way. Look at this. look at this. Insane. I always have the same breakfast because honestly I'm obsessed. It's like a dessert, but it's not, because obviously it's just made with like Greek yogurt, protein, and then obviously a bit of a sprinkle of dark chocolate which I put on top, but that's all fine, and then it's fruit and oats. So it's literally a dessert, but it's the best thing. So I'm gonna go and have this. This is my breakfast. I only had 1 scoop of oats, which would equal about to 30 grams. Now, in terms of my calories, I have to say that at the moment I'm on a maintenance calorie. So I'm not either on a deficit or a surplus. I'm trying to maintain, because if I do a surplus while I'm not training, I will gain fat. That is just normal. I won't put muscle because I'm not training. You need to train in order to put on muscle. And if I do a calorie deficit while I'm not training, I will lose muscle. So the best thing in this case is to be on maintenance, and this is what I'm doing while I'm not training, and trying to preserve my muscle as much as possible. Now next week, which is when I will go gradually back to the gym doing those light leg stuff, I want to do a body update with you. So you can see my body before my break and a body before and after. So you can see how my body has changed, if it's changed at all. So it'll be insightful to see how your body changes after you have 4 weeks break. But anyway, I'm gonna eat my breakfast because I'm starving, and I will see you for my next meal. It's me. Hi. Back for, oh my god, I didn't even wait, let me get back in the frame at least before embarrassing myself. Lunchtime, favorite time. One thing that I have to say is that I normally have a little snack before my lunchtime, but I'm not having it. That's the thing that I'm kind of cutting in order to be in maintenance. But it's fine. I'm not even that hungry. Do you know what? Because I'm not going to the gym, I don't get as hungry. So it's not that I'm starving myself or anything. It's because I'm not consuming the same amount of energy that I would when I go to the gym. I'm less hungry overall. So let's talk lunch, because even now it's, what time is it? 1:30. Now I am hungry. But before that I was fine. So I'm gonna have, you know guys, I love every time, if you know me, if you know Gia, you watch my what I eat in a day, most likely I tend to stuff. I always meal prep, you know that. So this is a real what I eat in a day. I'm not gonna pretend to cook something wet just because of YouTube. This is real white in a day. You know, I'm always going to be honest and transparent. So yesterday I made these lovely gnocchi. Let me just let them focus the camera. Oh, it smells insane. It's literally gnocchi with 1.5 chicken breast. So I include, what is this? What's my phone doing? So 1.5 chicken breast, just to put a little bit extra protein, and just a third of a pack of gnocchi, literally just that. And I put onions, peppers, and to make it creamy, and chorizo. I put chorizo as well. Delicious. And then to make it creamy, I just literally just put Philadelphia, and then like literally 2-3 tablespoons of gnocchi water, and mix it, and that's it. It's literally the easiest thing ever. You just fry the onions and peppers together, then you cook the chicken, and you cook the gnocchi, you put everything together, you put this Philadelphia. I mean, it's like the easiest thing ever. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna microwave it and have it. And I have to have my dessert. I always have my dessert, aka fruit. I'm gonna have what is called? Let me look at the label. Plums. I knew it. It was at the top of my tongue. Sometimes I just can't think of it in English. I had the Italian word prugna. They're called prugna in Italian. Sometimes it happens that like you slip out a word. Plums. So plums and a tangerine. Because of my vitamins, obviously I want to make sure I keep consuming enough vitamins for my healing as well, so that I heal properly. And that's it for my kind of lunch, no more than this. Still high in protein. I've got my vitamins, my fats, my carbs. Sweet. But the problem, because it's so easy to make, you literally it takes 2 minutes to boil them, and they're much easier. It's just a quicker way to eat my carbs, and it's a bit different from pasta, I suppose, and rice, which I normally have. So it's a bit of a break. It's a bit of a something different to have. Anyway, I'm gonna eat, and I'm gonna do some more work with my online coaching clients, and later on I need to attempt going to the gym, but not to train. I'll show you what I'm up to when I get changed and I see you. Yeah, cheers. I'll actually do a taste test with you for these because I made them yesterday. Also, these are great as a meal prep food. You know when sometimes you meal prep the food and it doesn't taste nice when you reheat it? This is actually a good meal prep food that it tastes nice even when you reheat it. Love it. Right, I'm gonna eat this. I'll see you in a minute. Well, I'll see you later for my task that I had to do. Okay, so I got changed because I quickly need to take some content for Women's Best. So I don't know why I did this. So weird. Anyway, this is like me in a sports bra. It's not, I didn't remove my bra. My surgical bra is still under, but I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, it's still under. So I have to tuck the straps in, and because I don't feel comfortable, they say not to remove it for 6 weeks, so I don't want to remove it for some content. So I just don't want to risk it, to be fair, apart from when I have a shower and wash it. So I'm just keeping it in. So this is like a sort of mini update, but obviously it's not, because I've got still the compressive bra on, but this is the sort of idea. Anyway, I don't want to stay too much with the straps even being down, so I'm going to go downstairs because I've got like a little gym. I'm going to take some content for Women's Best, and then I'll see you back when I get back. Dinner time now for me. Having prawns just to break it out from all the meat. I'm going to have something very, very simple. Literally, it's like the easiest meal ever, and that just makes me wonder when people say they don't have time to cook. Literally, there are meals that take minutes, like 10 minutes. This is under 10 minutes. So all I'm going to do is use a baked potato. This meal is, by the way, part of my Train with Kiara app. And for me, if you haven't already signed up, I can literally tell you exactly what to eat, the calories that you have to have in order to achieve your goals, all the exercises you have to perform. I don't know why I just stabbed the potato with my nails. All the exercises that you have to do in order to achieve your goals, and where you don't have to worry about anything. I literally tell you everything. I serve you everything on a silver plate, and all you have to do is just follow it and achieve results. For this, link in the description below for online coaching for the best plan ever. And your plan will never be the same as anyone else because it's personalized to you and only you. That being said, let's get to it because I'm starving. So how easy is this? You get baked, I like sweet potato, but you can use any potato you want as well. So you stab it multiple times with a fork, release the stress, as you do after a long day at work. That's what you do. And you can either bake it in the oven, or if you're just as lazy as me, you can just put it in the microwave for 7 to 8 minutes. And for prawns and spinach, which we're going to just put in the pan, I'm actually going to prepare a special sauce this time, because I normally just, for this, I just, once the prawns are cooked, I just put literally sriracha and light mayo in it to make like a sort of prawn cocktail-y sauce, and you can do that if you don't want to do that. But this time I fancy doing like a peanut sauce. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to need some peanut butter for this and some soy sauce, which I do have, thank God. So what you do, you just literally, it's like 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. It's about 1 to 2 tablespoons of light soy sauce. I'm gonna boil some water as well. Some hot water to just kind of help the consistency. The one thing I'm gonna add though, in terms of spices, is garlic and turmeric. Now, you guys know, wait, keep mixing this. You guys know that I'm obsessed with turmeric. The reason why, especially now at the beginning, I'm trying to consume it more because it helps with inflammation and healing, you know what I mean, especially because I need to recover. It's really good for you. So I always include in sort of like almost all meals, or at least one meal a day that I have. So you see, look how smooth it is. It's a lovely sauce. Now what I can do, I might just dilute it slightly with some hot water. I'm just gonna use like a little bit, like 1 tablespoon. So let's try 1 tablespoon. I kind of like eyeball it. Yeah, 1 tablespoon is enough. It also depends how much, how liquidy your peanut butter is, because mine is like a squirty one, so it's very, very liquidy. But normally if you just use a normal peanut butter from the tub, it will be slightly, you might have to use a little bit more hot water. Without counting the aesthetics of it, because here we're here for being realistic, real quick meals that people would actually make, and we're not chefing it up just for the sake of YouTube and for views, because this is a realistic what I eat in a day and what I would actually make and have the time to make. Okay, so yeah, obviously I tried out this new sauce that I normally wouldn't. Normally I would just, once the prawns and whatever veggie I use they're ready, I literally just put sriracha and light mayo for like the prawn cocktail sauce to make that pink sauce, you know what I mean, and I serve it on a potato. But I'm trying this today, which I've made before with noodles, just not with a sweet potato, but it smells insane. So I'm gonna consume this, if you'll excuse me, and I will see you for my last and final meal of the day. Cheers. Actually, I might try it with you as well, just to give you some feedback in case you wanted to make it as well. Just eating it in the air. Okay. Right, I personally really like it, but my favorite is my OG prawn cocktail sauce. So hot. That is probably my favorite, yeah. So, like I said, put the prawns in, exactly the same thing I did, but just put sriracha and light mayo at the end, just to mix everything. And it's perfect, but this is not too bad. I'll give it like 7 out of 10, but the sriracha thing I think is like 9 out of 10, if it makes sense. Anyway, I'll eat this and I'll see you for my last meal. I'm back from a driving lesson that you weren't aware of, but I just told you. It's currently quarter past 9, and to reward myself for all the effort I've been putting on my driving lesson, I'm gonna reward myself with a yogurt bowl. I'm joking, because I reward myself with a yogurt bowl every night, but I deserve rewards every night. So I love it. It's actually one of the things that I crave the most. You'll find it weird, but yeah. Ooh. It's fine, I'm just gonna have to do it with apple. Normally I put apple and berries, but I ran out. It's fine. So I'm just gonna chop this apple. So when I make a yogurt bowl, I normally put some yogurt. Greek yogurt is the best. Not gonna put too much, actually a little bit more. I love pink ladies just because they're a little bit sweeter, but any apple, jazz apples are quite nice as well. I quite like jazz apples too. I actually used to really like Smith apples, you know, the green Smith ones. However, it doesn't really go well with this yog bowl because they're a bit too sour. They're nice just to snack on their own, I feel like. This is something that I crave almost every night, to be honest, this yog bowl. I don't know why. But since I started having it, I cannot stop. Secretly addicted to yog bowls. They're delicious. They're fruit biscuits. So absolutely delicious. And then I've got, again, one of my guilty pleasures, raisins. I used to hate raisins. There is like a whole story of me absolutely hating them at the beginning, so I just put like a bunch. But now I crave them, they're so good. And I'm gonna finish this with some cinnamon, a syrup, a low-calorie syrup. Cinnamon, and this, guys, is an elite yog bowl. I absolutely love this. I'm going to enjoy my lovely yog bowl, right? Like, why do you think I actually prefer this to chocolate or to a piece of chocolate? Because if you're tracking, especially if you're tracking and you want to have 2 pieces of chocolate, I mean, they disappear so quickly, whereas this, it just stays, it just takes a little bit longer to consume. Do you know what I mean? It's just kind of like logic. And it's nice, still sweet. It's got the syrup, it's got the raisins, it's got the fruit. I love it. It's just something that I have to have every single day, every night. I might be slightly addicted to it, which is not good, but it's fine. It's just a little treat that I like to have. There's nothing wrong with having treats, by the way, just in case. Anyway, for me, I'm going to enjoy this and I'm going to go to bed because I'm up early tomorrow. But I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time with another video.